Nityanandam. My name is Manitya Chitambarananda. Today I'll be sharing a short video addressing a question that I had from someone from Australia named Rishi, who is considering the path of Sannyas, and he's asked a question, or he's brought up something during a casual discussion, which I hear quite often raised and brought up when it comes to discussion about sannyas or the path of sannyas as a lifestyle for seekers. So Rishi's question was pertaining to sannyas being a path of renunciation. So in relation to this question, what I wanted to speak about from my own personal experience so far in this path of sannyas. I've been a Bautika Brahmacharini, which is the first level of sannyas initiation, for the past 1 year. I feel that when people come, they ask this question, or when this idea of renunciation is put forward, it's almost, I feel that there's an idea of, which I also carried at one point, about renunciation meaning that, for example, I have an attachment to something. It could be something as simple as an attachment to my pet, which I love, or something as complicated as a deep attachment to such a strong relationship as that with my mum. So what I feel is, when it comes to this idea of renunciation, people feel that in the path of sannyas you have to almost be declaring that, okay, I am renouncing this. I am renouncing my attachment for my cat. I am renouncing my, almost like a declaration or a personal will, I am renouncing my relationship with my family. I'm renouncing my my attachment to my possessions, which is not really the case. I mean, surely maybe there are people that have gone down that path and tried with their will, declaring that if I have an attachment for money, I'm renouncing it. But what I feel is that a desire is a desire. It's there, whether you renounce it or not verbally. It will be there. It will come up in some way, shape, or form, inevitably. Sannyas is a path where your being matures in a way that these desires that you have, whether it's enjoying coffee or chocolate, or your relationship with your mum, for example, these attachments that you have, you find such fulfillment from your inner being as a sannyasi. You find such fulfillment in all areas, dimensions of your life that would have remained unexplored and untouched if you were living a, let's say, regular life. They become redundant. These things are no longer a part of you. It's not something you have to declare. It's not something that you verbally have to will. It's like a natural evolution of your being. And that's not to say that your past relationships before you take the path of sannyas are irrelevant, and it's not like you completely ignore these big significant parts of your life, these people that were a big part of your life. It's just, it becomes something new. A new dimension opens up. You get to explore these relationships on a new level, and it's something that is it's very beautiful, it's very intimate, and it's something that each individual will experience in their own journey. Again, what I feel kind of ties in with this whole idea of perhaps, renunciation and attachment, is this idea of freedom, that if as a sannyasi, we're limited, we're restricted in our life, we're restricted in what we can do. We take certain vows which, limit us in how we live our life, and it's strict, and it's whatever ideas people might have about freedom and sannyas, that they don't exactly correlate, that they don't coexist, that there's more freedom being in the outside world and, let's say, doing whatever it is that you want, as you want. But Swamiji brought up yesterday in this freedom webinar this beautiful concept of Swadantatra, where he speaks about, see, our concept, let's say, albeit perhaps a wrong one, that money equates to freedom. Because I have money, I can do what I want as I want. I can go out with my friends, I can drink, I can party. There's this we create certain ideas about freedom and certain things in the outside world. But Swamiji spoke about Swadantatra, which is having freedom of your own self, freedom over your being, freedom over your body, freedom over your mind, freedom over your cognitions, which is true freedom. If you're anything in this path of sannyas, what you start learning is everything that you sought for outside of yourself, you find fulfillment within yourself. So having mastery over your cognitions, being a master of your own body, being a master of your own inner space, this is true power, this is true freedom. When something outside of you no longer dictates your happiness, when something outside of you no longer dictates your ups and downs, what affects you, it is purely your inner space. This is truly, we can say this is what freedom really is. And until you're a sannyasi, I speak from experience. I was someone that lived, you can say, like the typical free life, right? I had an amazing job which paid really well. I was living in my own place. I had pets. I had a big TV, my own car. I did what I want as I want. Went out with my friends. Went shopping. There was no limit to what I could do in my life. It was like I was doing what I want as I want. Yet I was never truly happy with any of these things. Inside there was always some feeling of lack, of looking for the next thing. What is the next thing that will bring me the next thrill? What is the next thing which will give me some joy? Is it in the next cup of coffee? Is it in the next outing with my friends? Is it in, oh great, there's look at these beautiful new shoes, I have to have them. If I don't have them, I'm incomplete. Oh, look at that model. Oh my god, I'm now too fat. I have to lose weight. I have to compete with this. Until I have that, I won't be happy anymore. Superficial things. Really superficial things. It's only after finding Swamiji, it's only after experiencing sannyas have I really understood what is freedom. And these things that I sought for in the outside world, these shoes and makeup and, going out with friends, it's not that I don't have friends. I have amazing friends and I have amazing relationships with them. It's just these small desires that I had, I didn't have to verbally renounce them and say, oh no, I don't want them anymore. They just became irrelevant. They're just not there anymore. I wake up in the morning and there's a vibrancy for life. I'm living, it's joy, moment to moment is expressing. It's not relating to anything outside of me. It doesn't depend on, am I having this or that or the next great thing. So I'm sorry if I'm just so excited to share so many ideas. So if this is a bit incoherent, I apologize. I hope this makes sense. Rishi, especially I made this for you. So I hope this resonates with you. I hope this gives you a few clicks. Anyone else out there that is considering sannyas and thinking, oh my god, is it for me or is it not? if the calling is there, it is not a joke, really. It's the most beautiful calling. All right, it might be a little bit a scary idea initially, because it's not something that happens for many, but it's not something that should be ignored, definitely. So I hope this sheds some light and gives you some insight. And I know anyone out there, if you're watching this, if you have any questions, please you can comment, and I'm happy to respond. And Rishi, I hope to see you in these orange robes very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Nityananda.